name is Jason Verdun, and I am coming to you from the LRC-South here at Rowan University. We are going to make a file folder game out of just a file folder and some computer printouts that are attached to this video, some PDFs. And the theme is, the skill is going to be living and non-living things. So sorting things, pictures that are of objects that are living and non-living. So file folder games are really a good concept for students to use, whether you're using them in the classroom or if they're using them at home with your own students. They promote working independently. They promote self-correction. They promote different kinds of skill-based activities. So I want to show you how we're going to do it. So we're going to take a plain vanilla file folder, and I'm going to glue some yellow paper in. This gives the students a clear, defined work area. So file folders are great because whatever skill a teacher or parent wants to work on, you could, numbers, counting. I have a nice Spanish color activity I'm going to show you. But since we're talking about science and using this book, okay, it's always good to use, if you have a certain story you want to do an extension activity with. So I thought this was great. This is What's Alive. So this is nice. You could borrow this from the LRC. Okay, so I glued our workspace in. And like I said, at the end of our video, you could print out the PDFs. And we gave you all the materials, so these are the headers. Once they're done, once you start your collection of file folder activities, you can store them in a clear box. You can put them somewhere in your classroom or your home. This way that your students can access them as an independent activity when there's some downtime in the classroom. Or you could use them as a small group activity, as assessment, see what they know. And we also gave you a title piece so that you can put it in the tab. This way, again, they're easy to find, they're easy to organize. It's all about being organized in our classrooms and at home. Okay, so that is our file folder base itself. And then you're going to find also a handout, okay, with different kinds of pictures. And again, there are pictures that are of things that are living and non-living. So you'll notice that instead of using cartoon kind of pictures, we use actual real pictures. So we want students to be familiar with actual pictures of things that are living and non-living versus using cartoon kind of things. Because in real life, this is a caterpillar, even though if we use we know the very hungry caterpillar is a cute little caterpillar, but we want to use something real so kids can see something that's real and tangible. We have our caterpillar, so we're going to decide is it living or non-living. So we know that a caterpillar is living, okay? So if you look here, I already cut them out. So you could lay them out on the table, you could talk about them. Okay, is a yo-yo living or non-living? So we know it's non-living, so we're going to put it on the non-living side. So you see the skill at hand. So the dog is a living set of keys, okay, non-living. So that is our file folder game itself. So if you wanted to make it self-correcting, on the back you could put the word living and non-living so that the student can, so it could be a self-correcting activity itself. Okay, so like we talked about, so we have things that are living and non-living. So I have our rock, so we're going to put that in the non-living circle. Okay, we have a car, so we're going to put that in the non-living circle. So then let's find some things that are living. So we have a giraffe, right? And I went outside and I took some things out of the ground. So we have a real little plant and another little plant. So then we have a dog, so we're going to sort that. So again, just gathering things that you have at home that you could put in a basket, and then the kids can sort according to as they pick the things out of the basket. our last extension activity is a Venn diagram. Okay, and a Venn diagram is a great way to organize things. So this is, since we're talking about living and non-living, I thought I would show you ways to categorize animals according to whether they live in the water, whether they live on land, or whether they live in both. Okay, so again, I have a bucket of plastic animals that you might have at home or in school, and you can have your students pull the animals out of the bucket and decide, does it live in the water, like, which is on the left side. So we have our animals, we have an octopus, we have a shark, things that are strictly water, where they live strictly in the water. Or if you're on the right side of the diagram, these are animals that are strictly land-based, a lion, a zebra, or a rabbit. And then if you look in the middle, which is similarities of both, you have an alligator, you have a polar bear, you have a turtle, and you have a frog. So they live on both land and in the water. So again, kids can understand that some animals do live in both. So in conclusion, or in closing, as in all our Learn and Create videos, we have an activity plan for you so that you could print out at the end. So again, everything that we do here at the LRC is standard based. So this whole activity we did today is science based. So I thank you for watching, and stay tuned for another Learn and Create soon. Thank you.